What a
Welcome.
long, strange
Welcome.
trip it's been. All right, if y'all are, we're recording. If y'all are not in your chef's coat and you want to be on camera during this part, as long as you're appropriately dressed and there's not a ton of distraction going on in the background, I'd love to see your faces. So, looking at the chat here. Wow, there are a lot of you in here. That's awesome.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, hold on one second, Richard.
Okay.
There have been some questions about doing a combination of proteins together. You want to make sure that unless you're really proficient at your seafood cookery, I'm going to tell you, you want to do these separate, right? Because you don't want to under or overcook your seafood, because tough seafood stinks, right? It should be tender, juicy, delicious. So cook them separate. Get a better grip on that, right? Get your hands, just like we were talking about, the more you cook proteins, like with steak, the more you're going to be able to know when it's medium or medium rare, well done. Same with seafood and fish. It takes a while. It takes a lot of cooking a protein or a fish or a shellfish or poultry over and over and over and over again to really start knowing, oh man, that's going to be dry, or it's going to be perfect, or it needs a minute more. But it just takes a lot of time and doing things repetitively. Over and over and over again to understand. So I highly suggest cooking those separately to just get your better grip on your seafood cookery. And then once you start having, executing those times, start playing with it. I do know that Christina wanted to show, she's got a wrapped up end puppy load already. So Christina, want to show?
I'm working on the assignment now. I've got my potatoes in the oven, but this is my vegetable one, if y'all could see it.
Awesome.
And this one is my fish.
All right. Looking good. You want to make sure it looks like those the corners on your fish look a little bit open. Make sure that's really sealed tight. Crimp it in. Give those corners are just flipping up again. Remember, this is a steamed cookery.
Okay.
Right. So we don't want any steam escaping. That'll help you make sure you close that all in. Also, word to the wise. We've seen students in the past using staples, using tape. Guess what, ladies and gents? That doesn't work. Right? Yeah. Don't get frustrated with that parchment. Make the parchment work for you. Right? Little handicraft. Do not go there. That is a hazard. Right? Massive hazard. That's why you always hear me saying, hey, if you got nail polish on in the kitchen, the photos, got to take that off or wear gloves. That's a hazard, right? That's a chemical that can flick off in your if you're cooking, right? That I've never been able to work in a kitchen where I had jewelry on or where I had nails or nail polish on.
This is the only time I've ever had my chef's coat on with painted nails ever in my life, because I'm not cooking.
Exactly, but you're not in the kitchen, so that's fine. Totally different.
Thanks, Donna.
Totally different thing. And I love it. I want to get that done too. I won't.
Thanks, chefs.
Thank you, Christina. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, Morgan just said her eyelash extensions melt in the kitchen. Yeah. See, this is why we cannot have this stuff going on in the kitchen, ladies and gents. It just does not work. All right. Okay.
I know my eyelashes curl when I used to work in kitchens, and I would open the oven door. They would curl right up the minute that heat.
Oh my God.
That's my natural lashes. We've got some other hands up. Whitley, I think you were next.
Travis, you got to worry about that beard. You got to worry about the beard, guys. The beard situation. That could be a problem for the gents, right? That's what you got to worry about.
My beard stays short.
Okay. Well, good.
I was wondering if y'all wanted to see my garden before I went, because I've been meaning to send in pictures, but I wanted to share it with everybody.
Please do.
Let's see it.
Okay, we're about to walk out.
Cool.
Wait a minute.
All right. right.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yes. Representing in the front
That's
lawn. This is
fantastic.
dream.
Yeah, I
What
live
do
in
you
an
have?
apartment.
What else?
Hmm?
What do you have, Whitley?
I have 3 peach trees, 2 pear trees, 1 plum, 2 figs. I
Oh,
have collard greens going. I just planted some snap peas. I have kale. I have different varieties of peppers and tomatoes. I have a blueberry bush, a blackberry bush, a raspberry bush. I have different herbs growing like cilantro, sage, lemon balm, different peppermints. I have lemongrass, and yeah.
that's
Beautiful.
awesome. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I
Absolutely
just wanted to share that with
fantastic.
y'all.
Thank you, Whitley.
Yeah, thanks
So
for sharing.
cool.
On that note, has anybody tried the green scallion technique, the green onion? Is anybody growing those yet in their? Yeah, I see.
Got
Morgan
those. I
saying
have
yes.
a pot too. That's super young.
You got
And my
what?
pots are growing.
Good.
My pot is growing. They are
Awesome.
like super long. You know that
Sorry.
green onion? You know that onion? Look at my, I gotta show
Yeah.
you my onion. Be right back.
Yeah. Mint, potatoes, beautiful.
Excuse me. Hey, Whitley, where are you located?
I'm in Alabama, Talladega.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you're right next door.
I have family down there, but I just wondered because of all the things that you had. I'm like, you have to live in a good climate area, but I have family like Mobile, Alabama.
I'm in the
Sounds like
zone.
you're hitting on her, Richard.
Say again?
Sounds like you're hitting on her.
No, no, none of that.
Right.
Come on, don't
Keep it
be
clean,
trying to
Matt,
start
ladies
stuff.
and gents. Keep it clean, all right?
Yeah, don't try to start stuff.
I'm just messing with everybody.
Hey, I'd like to show somebody my mint that I grew.
Yeah, awesome. Let's see it.
It's wilted because
Beautiful.
it's been sitting out, so. But it
I bet it
smells
smells good.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Plus,
Awesome.
I got some onion, and then I got some type of weed that I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna put it to the camera, and you guys tell me what it is. I don't know what it is. It got like little bitty
It's too
pods or
dark.
something on it.
Can you tilt your screen a little bit, Travis? It's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
Maybe adjust the lighting a little bit.
I got the worstest lighting.
Can you
Hold it up against your shirt. It's because
Okay.
it'll be white. If you can get close to it. I think that might just be a regular old non-edible. But speak level on that level, you can always do like when we come to foraging, right? When we start talking about foraging, this is part of the sustainability movement as well. You want to be sure that if you are doing foraging, that you have your resources, which would be herb identification books, using other, like you need to get really well versed, because eating things that we're just picking from the wild can get dangerous. One, especially if somebody has been spraying. I once made the mistake. Yeah, if somebody's spraying something, there's stinging nettle and lamb's quarters, and I was so excited to find some. I got a bunch. It was by the beach. It was when I was in Chicago, brought it home, took it, and immediately vomited because it had been sprayed with chemicals, right? It was supposed to be in a non-spray area, but somebody came in to kill it. So you have to be really careful. But also, if there are professional foragers that are really well versed, whether it's in mushrooms or, think about mulberries, right? Dandelions, violets, these are edible products that are growing around. But you want to make sure that you're pulling it from a great area, not like the city sidewalks, which I've been tempted to do before, but restrained myself because maybe a dog peed on that, right? So you got to be careful about where you're doing your foraging and your identification processes, because you can get sick. And especially when it comes to selling products in a restaurant, you have to have a certified forager that's actually going out. And there's the first certified forager that I went and worked with in Michigan, and he's phenomenal. I'll try to find his name. He works at the university as well. But that's a thing, you know, certified foragers, people that are just so used to being out in nature and being able to identify these herbs and products that are great out there, but you got to be careful. So
Well, I've been planting my green onions. I had some extra green onions, and I remember you, Chef Catherine, saying something about if we got the little roots that come from the green onions, we can plant those. So what I did was I got some 5-gallon buckets, and I got some real kind of like larger flower pots, and I put some starter soil in there, and I put them on my back steps. So I'm planting everything in flower pots. Now I will tell you, I don't have the green thumb, so it'll be a miracle if I can grow some green onions and some potatoes.
All right. Well, with those green onions, the best way to go, clip the root. Want to start them in water first. Start them. You can go directly into dirt, but you're best off starting them in water and changing that water for like 3-4 days every day, and you're going to see a green shoot. Once you get that green shoot, then you can transplant into that dirt you've already got that mix going on.
Okay, awesome.
But you don't want to totally. So usually when you plant things, there's like the eye and where the root goes. You don't want that to be underneath the dirt. You want that to get your light.
Okay, while I got you there, I want to ask you, I did buy some herb seeds. So I wanted to know, is it too late to plant those seeds and look for a harvest? Or how do we do that? Because I was also planning on buying a growth light and just putting them in my basement.
Where do you live?
I live in the Midwest, St. Louis area.
Oh, yeah. I would say, you've got a good, it's a little late to be starting from seed, because normally you would start in seed and germinate and keep those in the house and get them to a larger stage so then you can transfer. But you can always just give it a go and see what happens, you know.
Okay.
That's my theory. Or do an experiment where you then do it. Throw some in under grow lights and some in the earth and see what happens. See how long it takes to get there. Give it a go. Another great. I see some action. Lee's pulling out all types of veg.
Before we get to Lee, Bradley has been waiting to ask a question or a comment. If we can do that and then get to Lee. Bradley.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing? So I just wanted to ask the question. I have a parchment, but it's already made into like a envelope. I must have got them a long time ago, but I've never used them. I'm assuming that's what they're for, but they're already sealed. They just have one side open. I don't know if I still needed to make the thing, or could I use those?
If that's, do you have regular parchment on hand?
I do not actually have any regular parchment. I got to go get some anyway, but I just so happen to have ones that were already made into squares. I don't know what they're for. I'm assuming that's what they're for.
Stamps. They're for stamps.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you have it? Can you show it to us? I know, like when I go to the post office, I'm buying sheets of stamps. I get a little envelope.
No, they're like I don't actually have them with me. They're in the kitchen, but they come in a box, and they're just like squares, and they have a part open in the prop, but it's food grade parchment. It's used in the kitchen, so I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I just don't have any regular parchment. I just need to go get some, but I was going to use that if that's okay. And a question on the vegetables. I know you mentioned carrots. Would it be okay to use them if we cut them thin enough? Or
if you julienne them, that'd be fine.
Okay. And I was thinking like squash or zucchini or something. So that's really what I was looking at. And one other thing on the foraging, one of the things that I go for in the fall, where I live at, I'm in Central Arkansas, but just north of me in the Ozarks, we go hunt for pawpaws, which is a very nice treat. And if anybody
Pawpaw, the
looks,
fruit.
Pawpaw
yes.
in the pawpaw.
And
patch.
there's the so I guess about 3.5 hours north of me. It's the Buffalo National Forest, and they grow huge patches. I mean, hundreds of thousands of fruit, and they just grow wild, and they're just incredible. But if anybody wants to check it out, check out Moore's book. It's the largest edible fruit in North America. It's available in 27 states on the Eastern Seaboard, and they're quite a find when you can get them. You can also get cultivated varieties too, but
That's awesome. Now I have
No,
that.
but why going hunting for pawpaw is awesome.
yes, it is. It's like when you walk into a patch, it just punches you in the face. It just smells like the ripest banana you can imagine. It's like a cross between like a banana and a mango, and it's so good. They're a little seedy, but just spit the seeds out.
That's awesome.
So
And I have that song, that childhood song stuck in my head now.
picking
There's
up
a
pawpaws,
photo.
putting them in your pocket. Yep, and that's it.
Way down yonder in the pawpaw patch. Somebody had a picture up on their phone of pawpaws. Anita was
Yeah, that was Travis
Travis.
showing the inside of pawpaw.
Awesome. Thanks, Bradley.
We got Lee ready. I think Lee's ready to show off what she's got going on in her garden. Let's check it out.
Lee got it going on over there.
Lee, can you hear us?
They still replanting as they're growing. Huh?
Excellent. Show us
have,
what you got.
this is, they're a little damaged, y'all, from the weather this past week, but this is a parsley, flat leaf Italian. And then those are the onions from the green onions. Growing celery. Here's that onion I took a picture of and showed you.
Yep.
I've got to finish peeling it down. I had to stop for class, and then I'm gonna put it in here. I have
Perfect.
basil, my favorite one. My favorite one is my purple.
Purple
And then
basil.
I have
Purple
my other
opal
one.
basil.
That's my second. Sweet basil. Put them together in tomato sauce. Oh my God, y'all. Rosemary, mint. Here's the mint. Where's my rosemary? I've already harvested numerous times from these plants, y'all, and cooked. Now I have banana peppers, Roma tomatoes, thyme, not cherry peppers. What are you again? Hot cayenne peppers. The ones that post the point, comes those little points, serrano peppers. And this one, I never can remember the name of it. Oh, it's lavender. And
There we
then
go.
Oh,
my
nice.
second favorite, which is growing,
What is it?
my oregano.
Oregano. It's fresh oregano.
Oregano. It's growing the flowers.
That's so cool.
You got a
So-
community forum going
No,
on.
I'm
already-
sorry. This is my basil. I lost my oregano. Oh. My husband didn't put it with everything. Yeah, he did. Here it is. My oregano. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna get all this and in the ground. Inside of a greenhouse.
Oh, another
I have to
green.
keep it out here. I can't put it in the ground because all the points getting out.
Donna has a greenhouse
So-
too, and for my class, she put it in the walk-in. She put some, I think, a video or photos of that. So check it out.
Oh, I need to. Yes, I really, really need to.
I
But this is mine.
see
I got
and
more.
and-
We got tomatoes. I'm sorry.
You're kind of breaking up on us a bit.
I said I've got more, but I can't pick it up.
That's awesome.
This is the biggest tomato plant, the beef eater,
yeah.
and then
I
that's
see-
my
I see
Cherokee
Anita's pulling up some parsley
Cherokee
and
purple.
oregano as well. Cherokee purples are beautiful. Do you have any
Yes.
green
Love
zebra?
those.
No, I haven't found that yet. Just like I hadn't been able to find margarine and let's see. There's another one I've been looking for. I can't remember what it is, but I see them at one grocery store and won't be able to get them, and then I see them in another one. But I am going to Callaway's nursery this weekend to
Cool.
get some bigger pots. Because you just ain't getting them big
Awesome.
enough up there at Home Depot. So, but that's it. That's what I wanted to show. I was happy with my onions.
That's awesome.
So
Lee.
Thank you
happy.
for
When they
sharing.
started shooting up, I just started buying seedlings and everything. So
Yeah.
now I gotta
awesome.
go cook dinner.
It's
And
a beautiful gift.
thank y'all. I've enjoyed it.
Awesome. See you next week.
See ya.
Anita, what you got? What all
Anita.
have you got?
Yep.
I love
Wait, I
this.
want to see Anita real quick.
Okay, so I keep buying these plants from Publix because I don't know how to start them myself. I'm trying to have more of a green thumb. But this is my rosemary. Yeah, my rosemary. I think it's got some I probably watered it too much, so there's some brown tips on here. So I'm trying to put it in the sun to dry it out some. This is a this is a parsley plant.
Mhm.
It keeps dying on me, but I'm trying to revive it. So far so good.
Take it
It's
out
coming
of
back.
the sun.
You might,
Take it out of this.
Take it out of the sun.
yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll put it back in the house then.
You might
My
need
men are pretty good outside.
with
Mint's
your
going well.
parsley, Anita, you might need to thin it out a little bit. It looks like it got kind of leggy. So thin it out, pull
Okay.
those pieces out, and then, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it needs to be separated a little bit.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
also take one.
How does a cilantro plant do the same thing?
What you want to do is
Take one and clip it?
One of those,
All right, I'll do that.
clip it, right? And then root that in water, and then you can transplant that again and start another one. It really works best from an actual plant, not from a book.
Oh.
You'll be able to start a new plant. Just take one of those, just one, to start off with the practice. One or two, flip it, then fresh water. It'll start to grow roots, and then you can transplant that. A root system already growing from that stem.
Okay. Okay, can I do the same thing with the cilantro then? Probably to keep
Yeah,
it, because it's kind of like looking like this too, but it's way over.
Give it a go. Cilantro is a little bit more finicky. It's a little bit more delicate. It's not as durable, but give it a go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's my garden so far.
That's awesome. Thanks, Anita. Richard, do you have, I see your hand is up. Can you unmute yourself? All right, we'll come back to you if you're still there. Oh, there you go. All right. This is so cool, seeing everyone's gardens and your success. All right. Who else has something to show and tell? Anyone? I haven't put my video up yet. I'll put it up after class, but I didn't go on an actual field trip this week. I had some of my favorite cookbooks to share with you all, and information about why they're my favorites. Oh, that's cool, Anita. So be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, those are ready, Anita. You can drop those in the soil, let them grow. All right. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. As soon as you get anything that's sprouting, onions or potatoes or garlic in your kitchen that have just been sitting there, let it roll. It's alive.
Okay. I didn't realize I was unmuted, but while I'm unmuted, can I say something really quick? So I'm starting my compost, and I've been collecting like all scrap vegetables and fruits I have it in a plastic bag, and I put that I still had the root of the nab cabbage that we use to make the egg rolls with, right? So it's actually blossoming inside of the fruits and veggies. So I'm scared to plant it because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of cool. When I opened up the bag the other day, I was putting more junk in it, and then I noticed that something was growing out of it. I'm like, okay, so this is gonna work. But yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
it's kind of gross right now, but I still have it.
Maybe that one is just ready for the compost pile. Who knows, you know?
Yeah, I'll save it for later. All right, I'm done.
All right. We've got 3 more hands up, and let's just see. Elise?
Hi, you guys want to meet my hens?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait, I guess
You
let
have
me
to-
stop. Minimum.
Yeah, you've got like if you change your background to just being normal, I think we'll be able to see better.
I would love to.
I don't know how to do that.
No. Okay.
Awesome.
There we go.
Yes.
Everybody. Oh, now y'all shy. Hi. Do we see them?
How many do you have? I see like 6 or
I have 5.
5.
10?
Yes. And then we come collect eggs every day.
Oh, are those air?
Well, some greens, some browns and whites.
So cool.
I don't know. But
Awesome.
those are my babies.
Elise.
I love it.
Thank you. Cool.
Yeah, try and do farm to table.
I love it.
You're doing it.
Hi, thanks.
Thank you. Bradley.
Yes, I just wanted to show y'all. I had a picture of the stuff that was in my book. I don't know if I can see that very well, but
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's the pawpaw fruit. For anybody who's interested in learning about it, I definitely recommend studying it. It's very interesting, tied in culinary, which I enjoy, but also history, because a lot of it's forgotten to most of modern society because it was such an important fruit to the Native Americans. And there's several researches going on right now at Kentucky State University where they found wild patches that had selective genes that were been selectively bred with the Native Americans, and those patches were kind of still, the remnants of those patches were still available. So it was really neat that they were cultivating selective varieties for taste and size and seed selection and stuff like that, even back thousands of years ago. It just blows your mind. But yeah, and then the expedition of Lewis and Clark, when they were coming back from their expedition, they staved off hunger by eating pawpaws. So again, it's America's fruit, but people just forgot.
Will you put
Totally agree, Bradley.
Bradley,
Yes.
will you put the name of that book in the chat?
I will do that, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
there's another book I have too, but this has got just about everything you'd ever want to know about them. My brother's got several varieties that he's growing at my dad's house. Those are the cultivated varieties. Those were taken from an experimental farm at the turn of the century after people started, importing, bananas and oranges and stuff. They stopped growing pawpaws because they weren't as successful, as far as the breeding programs hadn't been around as long. Like blueberries started their breeding program around the same time, but somebody came along and was the champion for blueberries, and they were able to get the modern blueberry we have today, where pawpaws, the guy at this Blanchard Springs Farms, he had an experimental farm in I want to say Maryland or something, but basically his work had been dormant for like 80 years, and a guy picked it up back in the, I guess, late 70s, early 80s, and he's released several cultivated varieties, the Petersons. But yeah, we'll put them in there. So I'm excited. A couple of years from now, I'm gonna have some fruit. So that's really good. Well, thank y'all for letting me share. I appreciate it.
thank you, Bradley. And I sent you a message in the chat too, by the way. All right, Richard.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for that. I don't know.
Richard, you still with us?
Actually, I am. It didn't actually have anything. I was doing something, and it didn't have. It has nothing to do with the class. I went and got my vaccination, so I hope everybody's just being safe. You know, I ended up having to call out of work because it made me tired. So I don't know if anybody got their shot. So I'm just putting it out there. Like it was really crazy for me.
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
So, but I just want everybody to be safe, though.
Thank you. I hope you feel better
Definitely.
soon. I know the second one was a drag for me, for sure.
Okay, yeah, but I just got the first one because my mom said I can't come see her unless I get it. So, but that's it.
Mom's law.
Hey, Richard, this is Lucretia. I wanted to tell you I've had both of my shots. My first one was great. The second shot, it made me really fatigued, but I slept all that day. And the next day, I've been good ever since.
Good.
Okay, so that's what happened to me. I mean, this is my first shot, so I slept pretty much all day yesterday, and that was just the first shot. I don't like taking medicine.
Well, I'll be sending you some good vibes, Richard. I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. I'm going to bed now. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
That's how tired I am.
Get the rest you need.
Yes. All right. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. Thank you.
Good night, Richard.
So
Thank you.
take care. I think the last hand up was Whitley.
Hello.
Hey.
I wanted to tell y'all about a seed bank situation. I went to Birmingham Botanical Gardens, and lo and behold, I went to the back. They had a library, and they have a seed bank. And with the seed bank, you can take seeds, and they have a variety of seeds, and they do this, I guess, around the state. And what you have to do is you take the seeds, but you have to bring seeds back. And I thought that was awesome. So if you were looking for seeds of variety that you can't find in the stores, search out the Botanical Garden and they might have a seed bank. That's all I wanted to say.
Awesome. I love that idea. Thank you for sharing. Elise, did you have any more questions?
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I love seeing the little animals.
Yeah, this is my biggest.
This is the other little animal. Yeah.
I don't. Is that your daughter or your son? I can't tell if it's a boy or girl.
She's a girl, but she looks just like her brother. You're not.
She's beautiful.
Thank you. We try to put her in Minnie Mouse and pink, but it's a different world out there.
I wasn't gonna have any of that when I was a kid.
Oh, I guess, can I show my rhododendrons that just bloomed? They're really pretty.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, how pretty.
Yeah. They're
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Where do you live, Elise?
Awesome.
North Carolina. Buster, get back inside.
Your dog's name is Buster?
Yes. we really love Dave and Buster's. And when they closed down for COVID, we got him.
Oh,
it's a good name for a dog.
Awesome. Bring Buster into the house. I love it. Awesome. Well, class, thank you all for everybody for sharing their animals, their plants, books, and just being here and sharing with us. As you all know, reach out if you have any questions, Chef Lee and I are here to help. And Chef,
Hope you have a great night. I thought Olive was gonna come say hi, but she was asleep. You wanna say hi?
maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Here she
Oh,
is.
she's coming.
A little hard to see. Let me say hi. Say hi. Well, maybe not. She's foraging for things here on my desk.
A little camera shot. It
Yeah.
happens.
I'm glad you're having
All
fun,
right.
Donna. All right.
Yeah.
See y'all soon. Be on the lookout for that video. I'll upload it in just a minute, and y'all have a great night. Reach out if you need anything.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, chefs.
Thank you.